So you hitchhike all the way from Louisville like that?
Yeah.
Come on over.
I can't.
We got to start the show. Come on.
I can't. I have.
Mike,
I can't.
you're
do
a
it like
professional.
this.
You got to do it. Let's go. The show's got to go on. I'm sorry. Come on. Hey, hello. Welcome to SportsVision, the magazine on WTMB. Joe Palo along with Mike Cragen and Bear Cragen. And I'll give you something to wear in just a little bit. I got some. Just
the first story.
We got a lot of sports for you and a lot of action. And Mike is sitting here. Denise, I'm sorry. We've got some sports here. Let's go into our first set of video footage. Bradley freshman Sadi Daisy, bottom of the first at Ottawa, down 1-0. Leadoff batter Travis Cragen would walk right here.
It ain't that funny.
Well, it isn't funny. I'm not for Travis anyway. Look, his old man sitting here naked. Hit and run puts Cragen on second. Nice execution by Watson right there.
Have you ever lost everything?
Cragen swipes third base. Look, I got something for you to wear in just a little bit. I'll give you something.
I'm not staying.
Swipes third, and you see it right there. I know, but I'll give you something to put on, and you'll be okay. Trust me, I've got something. Justin Spain would double Cragen home. It's tied at 1 now because Cragen would cross the plate, and again, he's pretty embarrassed right now at this point. He doesn't know at that point what was going on here today with his dad here, but he knew what happened. Brandon Elrod singles Spain to third base. Nice shot. Elrod would swipe second, and you'll see it right here. Look at the wheels. Gets on second base. Second and third now runners for Bradley. Matt Reisenhoover would survive by an error pop-up. And then Andrew King, I should say, Herod. Fly ball sacks home or another run. It's 2-1 Bears now. Nice shot. Here comes the run, the throw, safe. Spain at home. All right. Tyler Hogan with single for the Bears. Being held up there first, or should I say bases are loaded right now. And then Joey Mayfield loops a misplayed fly to right field. And he will wind up on second base as another run would score. It's 3-1 now. Bradley, you're shivering, Mike.
It's cold.
Stafford flies deep to left field. It falls in. More across for the Bears.
To find a garbage can lid and a paper plate just to get it.
All the way from, I can't believe all the way through. Cragen up for the second time, lines a rocket off the pitcher. It still has enough momentum to get to center field. Pinch runner, Casey Humphreys, the pinch runner would score. The Bears are up 7-1. Cragen there stole another base, but the threat would end. 7-1 Bears after 2. Bottom of the third, Spain leads off with a single.
I'm really cold.
I know, and you're cold too. And I can tell you're cold. Spain swipes second base.
Turkey's done.
Elrod walks its first and second. And you know those little thermostats in the birds are very
All right, Andrew Herod.
After ground out, Herod doubles home two.
I know one with no clothes, but I can still call a game.
Yeah, right. Hogan would single home. Hogan. Another run. Dakota, I should say Bolton.
Pinch running.
Will score. And
Come on, Dakota.
Dakota Bolton. And then we got Mayfield. Gets the wheels, hits, and beats out. A throw from the shortstop. He's safe. Mayfield would swipe second base.
Hard to get used to this.
Herod.
If you look at the screen,
it's 11-1. It's 11-1 now. Stafford walks.
Cragen again.
Cragen hits the double. It's not handled though. 11-1, as you'll see here by the scoreboard. And we move it right there. 11-1.
Watch the monitor now.
I'm watching the monitor. Trust me.
As it is.
That's quite all right. So am I. Elrod would walk. Reisenhoover would walk. It's first and second now for Bradley. Herod ripped the shot to right field. And Hogan singles home. More runs for Bradley. Oh my goodness. Mayfield with sac fly on an RBI. 13-1 after 4. And the Bears are just putting it on. They're piling it on, as they say. Casey Humphreys walks for the Bars. Humphreys would swipe second base. Look at this, you can see in the background. And then guess what? Humphreys swiped third base. He ain't done. Spain up at the plate would walk. Pinch hitter Eric Osborne, no relation to Ozzie, would single home a run. Hogan walks.
He has a four-wheeler.
14-1. As you can see, after 4 a pitcher, I should say, Herod goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs. Bears go on to win 14-3. And
all right, well, we had another game that night, and since you can't see me here, I'm still going to talk about it there. Second game, Cleveland played Ottawa. Top of the first, Corey Davidson rifles a shot to right field, but he'll have a stand-up double. However, runs will be tough to come by in this game. He will be stranded right there. Move top 3, Carter Hill walks.
Mr. Carter.
And Hill will swipe second base right here as the ball gets by.
You were on the interstate like this.
Ottawa hit all the way from the lead. Hitch. Move to 4th right now, and still no score. Chris Ward will single right there. And Ward is going to swipe second base as we speak. Here comes Ward. He's safe in a second.
There's Bear.
And Bolin now. I lost him too. Bolin walks. It's first and second. And a close play now here. We got 2 on, 2 out. Oliver Davis. And, ooh, I don't know. They called him out, was he? Let's take a look again. Oh, Cleveland didn't like it. It looked like a bad call to me. Still 0-0 after 3.5. Top 5, Eric Rodriguez leads off with a base on balls. Carter Hill is going to nice sacrifice right here. He's going to move the runner, try to get somebody in scoring position, as this is still a not game. Rodriguez is stranded. He's on second right there. That would end right there. Full moon. Look at this. It's getting late at night. Denise taped the first game, taping the second game. Pretty shot right there.
Always.
And it's about 8 o'clock.
She's always got her clothes on, too.
All right, top 6, Ward. Safe on a pop-up right here. Look at this. Ooh, probably should have been caught, but he's there. He's going to steal second base.
Over a little bit, Mike. You're a little close.
Here's Ward.
No, you want to get warm, but
moving to second. Look at that full moon.
This isn't the
well,
place.
Not mine. On the screen. On the screen.
This isn't the place to get warm.
Blake Franzak. You get a base on balls right here. First and second now. Top 7.
Hey.
Still, just like what I have, a full moon right now. And still late, but guess who's still working? Denise. It's about 9:30 now. Top of the 8th, still 0-0. Full moon now in the lights. Check out that shot. Is that not kind of cool? And Denise still working.
Still working.
Preston
and where are you?
Scoggins. Preston Scoggins is still working. I was on my way from at home. Well, Scoggins working on a single right there in the center field.
Have a thumb.
He's promptly going to steal second base. There it is. Preston. But look at this good play by the left side of the infield here. Scoggins, left fielder, is going to come up, makes a grab, catches it. Scoggins ran, and anybody be fooled on that one. Look at it. But he almost gets away. Check this out. He circles the base 3 times. Boom. And finally, Scoggins is out, and that ends that threat. All the way to the top of the 9th.
Here we go.
And what do you think? You think the moon's still up there? But yeah,
I'm sure.
It's
no,
way,
it left.
Look at this.
It left.
It's way up there now. It's way late. Denise is working. Thank you, dear. Anyway, 2 out. Oliver Davis, HBP, hit by
Cal jump right over that moon.
Yes, I did. But you're not supposed to rub it there, Oliver. Come on. Rodriguez hits a single, and it's going to hug the line. Davis all the way to third. Remember, it's the top of the inning. 0-0 score. Britt Murray, the big man, will take a walk. They thought it was strike 3 to Ottawa, but hey, umpire says no. Still 2 out, bases full. Ball gets away. Look at that. Davis hit for a slide. He's in. 1-0 now. And look at this. More hustle. Rodriguez. He's going to come across, and he is safe. Just barely. 2-0. Bad moon still rising, and I don't mean on a set. I mean out there at Ottawa. And Denise is still working, and so is Corey Davidson. Masterful. 17 strikeouts. Nine-inning shutout. The Raiders, they win. And Denise is still working, as you see the moon, and I am leaving. I am not staying and doing the show.
Listen, we've got to finish the show. And listen, I promised you I'd help you out, and I'm going to.
She's shaking like I'm shaking.
I'm going to help you out, Mike. I mean, this is one, but there's more where this one came from. Okay. I'm going to help you, all right? And I'm going to get you something to wear, so I promise.
We'll broadcast for food.
I promise I'll get you something to wear, all right? Yeah. We're going to be back with more Sports Vision right after this. Please stay tuned. I can't believe you thumbed from Louisville. That's ridiculous.
It wasn't fun.
On its own, money is not smart. It needs instruction, guidance, like the kind offered at First Tennessee. Our financial professionals help you straighten out retirement plans, get a loan, plan for college, and get your financial goals in order, so your money has what it takes to wise up and work harder. And that's smart. First Tennessee, all things financial.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, well, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
2 cans, Campbell's chicken noodle.
What are you doing?
Soup.
Oh, your budget with the. See, I told you I'd help you, and I told you I'd fix you up there. Get you something nice to wear. See,
no, I don't feel at all naked now.
Yeah, well, so I've had that in my trunk since like Woodstock, I believe. So you know.
Look, let's get through this show. I got to find out a way to get back home. Can I ride with you?
Yeah,
I'll put something over me. Can I?
Let's go to the next game. We have McCoy, or should I say Walker Valley and Bradley. And this is another freshman game.
I would have helped you.
I know you would have, and I will help you, but you can't ride in my car like that. Travis Cragen would reach right here as we go to the top of the first. And then Logan Watson, okay? He would sack Cragen to second base. Nice shot. Wheels of Cragen. He's there. Good job. All right, Brandon Elrod now would pop up. The ball is misplayed, and he gets to first base. After a force out, Reisenhuber would steal second base, as you can see right there, and then King Herod would single home Reisenhuber. That's what is that, Mike?
It's a vacuum cleaner that you wake up.
There you go. All right, we have pinch runner now, Casey Humphreys. Would steal second base right here. Good wheels, good hustle, gets second, turns, and then he goes to third base here because he didn't get it there, but he's going to get it here, and then there he is there. All right, Jesse Lascuto would Lascute from a walk to first base. We have runners at the corners, first and third, bottom 1-0 after 1.5. Bottom of the second, Zach Driggers gets a home run over the fence, buddy, and it's 1-1 now. All right.
He's got around it now. When they hit home runs, it takes a little time.
You got to walk it out. I mean, you don't really, you don't run fast. But
you've been to Ottawa. That's a pretty good poke.
It is a pretty good poke.
That's a good crush job right there by the Drigman.
You know what I'm thinking, just sitting here? Peanut shell and rubber band. Nunley would walk. Nunley wheels to second base. Back to the pitcher was the hit. Nunley is safe. First and second thread ends 1-1 after 2, as you'll see right here. All right, now we move on. Bottom of the third. Aaron Short would walk, but the threat would end. We move on to the top of the fourth. Matt Reisenhuber again is hit by a pitch. Ooh, man. Right there with one down. He goes down trying to swipe second base. Short with a nice throw. Right there, he's out. All right. Herod would be, the next runner for Bradley, would be hit by a pitch. Ooh.
And that Short's got a gun on him. You don't steal on that man. You don't steal on that Aaron Short, let me tell you.
All right, pinch runner Humphreys would steal second base.
Unless you're Humphreys. Then you can't.
See?
There it is.
Right there. Right there. All right.
They thought he was out, though. Close play.
We move to the top of the fifth, tied at 1. Lascuto would walk. And right there. He gets to first base. That's what a walk is.
That's when you trot to first base.
All right. Here we go. Travis Cragen. Nice bunt down first base. Tough play. Everybody safe. First and third now. Lascuto takes third. And you'll see there's Cragen at first. And then you'll see Lascuto on third because we got runners at the corners. And there he is right there. See? Jesse. All right. Logan Watson. Ground ball to third base. Mishandle. Lascuto would score. The ball was dropped, but, you know, we were going to look at it again.
A little controversy. That's why I show it again, but he did drop it.
Looked like he held it, but then he dropped it right there. See? Coach did not like that at all, but it's the way it goes. All right, we still have first and third, one down. Watson would swipe second base right here.
He's out.
Close play. It's hard to tell, but
Didn't like that one either. That was a tough call.
Okay, no effect on the game, though. Next play.
By a batter made an out.
Is an out, so 2-1 Bears with the lead now after 4.5, as you can see. Bottom of the fifth, Chad Fromm. Where is he from? Walks. Brett would end. Bottom of the sixth, down 2-1. Walker Valley, short. Walks to lead off. Taylor Johnson. Walks. Runners now for
a couple, 2 or 3 in the eyes.
The Mustangs first and second.
camera.
He had a camera problem, but I will tell you right here, 3-2. Walker Valley goes ahead. As you can see, camera glitch. And so,
walks, basically what happened is a couple of walks won the game. And
they went on to win the game 3-2, Walker Valley over Bradley.
Hey, I'm starting to get a little comfortable. This feels pretty good like this.
I'm not comfortable, not at all. So that's what
I join the
should you what?
Club review or the what do they call those boys?
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I got a new career.
You mean Laurel and Hardy guys?
No. Let's get off of that. They had a banquet last night. The basketball at Bradley, these guys were sensational over the years. Right there's Yarish Hammonds and Wes Suter receiving kudos. He handed out plaques to everyone. Had some special things to say about 3 special seniors coming up. Want to listen to Kent Smith, what he's got to say here as some more of the seniors get their plaques, certificates. All 3 of the coaches spoke. Denise left the ball game in time to go over and get that, and I taped the end of that ball game, Walker Valley. That's why there was camera problems. I'm owning up to it right now. She wasn't there.
The ball player's getting taller, or is Ken Smith getting shorter?
He's short. Right here. Let's listen in. He's going to talk in a minute about those 3. Well, right there's Downtown Brown, of course, and he's a special ball player. But here we go.
These 3 guys played against. So it was Corey, Kel, and Justin played over there a little 3-on-3. Guess what? Corey was getting the rebounds. Justin and Kel were shooting. Corey was talking, and Justin and Kel were the chemistry. You know, you see the special. And I started getting to know them. You know, as 8th, 7th graders, and 8th graders. Then they got to 9th grade and all the people, there was always, when Bradley opened up and all the, you know, where's everybody going? And, you know, who's working, all this stuff. And they decided to come to Bradley. Knew we were going to be pretty good. You know, Justin and Kellen were able to come in. I tell you, you know, the thing about it was, this is, Corey, Justin, Kellen, you brought a lot of credit and pleasure to us 3 coaches and the things that you all have been able to accomplish. And you will have a friend for life, just like the rest of you say. Come on. When we walked out of that Murphy Center that night, and I was following them out, my biggest sorrow was not being able to be with these guys again. You know, it's been truly a pleasure, gentlemen, to coach you all. I challenge you to take your game to the next level. You guys that are going on, it will be a big challenge. The most important thing, always be true to what your parents, your morals, and be yourself. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a ride.
I've
got cloth seats.
I have to. How am I getting?
Hey, we're back, SportsVision. Listen.
By the way,
You gotta.
Don't overlook that great basketball team.
Great basketball team.
Yeah,
excellent basketball team. This is a little ridiculous, though. You, Mike, you got to explain what the heck's going on here. You're a 50-year-old man. You got 3 friggin' kids. I mean, what the heck? Explain. People are watching. People are tuning in right now thinking, what the heck's going on?
Those of you that know me, I go to the Derby every year. I play the horses, and I'm quite successful. And it started out so good on Thursday. And, well, here's the tape.
We'll see you next week. Watch this, and it explains it. Mike, I just can't believe you, man. Disappointing.
Is it going to win? Is there any reason that we should be putting any money that we've got on that horse? All right, I'm getting my tips there.
The loser, you brought it in just to get the money on it. No big deal.
Don't trust anybody with sunglasses on.
Get my tips right there from Bob Baffert Jr. Of course, I've owned a horse, and you're going to see that part coming up a little bit. I owned a horse last year with they interviewed me when I was, before I lost my shirt, so to speak, quite literally. But right there, you can see the horses in the paddock right there. This is Thursday, and they are walking
on a horse with socks.
They are working the Derby horses, but this is Churchill Downs. For those of you quite seriously here at this point, if you have not seen Churchill Downs, this is the paddock you see, but we can get right up close on Thursday because it's not Derby day. And this horse, I taught this horse up right when I got there. I said, hey, I know how to count to 5. That's one of the few things I know how to do. See?
You do it the same way, too.
See, I do, but I use my hand, not my foot. But I do pound on the desk.
And if you want to think about a relationship to a horse, that is his hand.
And that horse said, put 5 smackers on me. So what did I do? I'll show you here in just a minute. I'm going to the race.
He wanted 5 kisses, Mike.
Now, here he comes. I'm putting 5 smackers on the horse. And if you'll see, he's going to be clear out in front right here, and I'm going to win big. Well, I'm thinking, hey, Derby Day coming up. I know what horse to bet on.
But the rain, that's
well, I started talking to that horse, and because I got a special relationship with animals.
All right.
As you can tell.
That's why they call you Dr. Doolittle.
So there he walks away with the win, and then, of course, it comes Derby Day. And, well, this is what happened on NBC, kind of from start to finish. And I've owned a horse. I still own a horse right now. And, you'll see how it all pans out.
You don't have any clothes, but you still own a horse.
Yeah, well, not now. I lost everything.
The Kentucky Derby, run every year on this site at Churchill Downs since 1875. And this track was hit about 45 minutes ago with an incredible downpour, complete with thunder and lightning. All of us got pretty well drenched. Everyone's scurrying for cover. It is still raining right now, although it has let up considerably. The track itself is a quagmire, and there is every possibility of more rain between now and the start of the race, but it is still scheduled to go on time about an hour from now. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Costas, wondering, along with many of you, just what to make of this race. It is about as wide open a Derby field as we've seen in many years. 18 horses in the field, at least a dozen of them given a legitimate shot. A lot of people are partial to Smarty Jones, and as we speak, he is the betting favorite at 4-1.
But the Derby has been an elusive thing to us.
I made a pact with myself that I would never go to the Derby unless I had a horse in there. There's a lot of good races out there that give away a lot of money, but there's nothing bigger than the Kentucky Derby.
Well, the Derby is a race that America knows. The average person who might never have been to the racetrack their whole life, but they know one thing about horse racing is the Kentucky Derby.
This is what the Super Bowl is to football, the World Series to baseball. This is what the Stanley Cup is to hockey. This is horse racing. This is the Kentucky.
When you come to this country, and even before arriving to the country, you just know that that's the biggest race, period.
The walkover, the fans, there's just something about that race, and everybody's there to watch it, and it's a huge event.
That's every trainer's dream, basically, to get to the Kentucky Derby, or at least I know that was my dream, and I never dreamed I would be doing it in my 2nd year of training.
People want to be part of that. They just want to be part of something that's history in America.
To win this race, it would be like, well, it would almost be like owning my own car.
My obituary, the first sentence is already made out. Bob Baffert, winner of 3 Kentucky Derbies.
I can't believe it if I ever could say I won a Kentucky Derby. And I don't know if I'd want to say it because it sounds like I'm bragging.
Just the fact to say that you ran a horse in the Kentucky Derby as a trainer is, I'm sure every trainer in this business, it's their dream.
It would be the pinnacle of everything in my life that ever happened, and this is what it's all about.
It's like a Bradley Cleveland match.
Just a few moments ago, a look at Smarty Jones in his stall. He has become the betting favorite. He was second choice in the morning line, now the 4-to-1 betting favorite.
Ah, the Kentucky Derby. Here I am in my own private luxury suite, my own little betting booth, a lot of money. Who's Smarty Jones? Smarty Jones, that's not the horse. Well, they named him after Mr. Pants, Smarty Pants, or Alan Jones. I mean, where'd that come from? Smarty Jones? Got lots of wad right here, lots of big money, and I'll tell you what, I'm coming home from the races with several grand in my pocket, because I've got several grand to spend. And it ain't Smarty Jones. I'm not giving away my tip before the race is over. But you're going to see me driving out of here in a brand new Cadillac, a brand new hat, lots of money. Toast to the Derby. Who's Smarty Jones?
It's some story.
It's a great story. He's just a totally aggressive little horse, and I think the New York Times really captured him when they referred to him as an upwardly mobile machine, and that's what he is.
He's known to us as Smarty and to every racing fan now.
She's mingling. I think she's probably in the betting line right now, spending some more of my money, and I think she's betting on Smarty Jones, or what's that horse's name?
Smarty
Jones?
Bucking history. I'm going for Friends Lake.
Well, I'm bucking history too, taking a front runner. And that is, of course, number 3, Lionheart.
20% have gone for Smarty Jones, Tappet 13%, and Lionheart 13%. That's Numi's pick.
Now that the race is about to start, I can tell you who to go for. Put everything you got, all your money, every last dime, your house, your mortgage, your fancy suits, your sunglasses, your good-looking silk $50 ties on the winner of the Kentucky Derby, Borrego. That's what I'm doing. Good luck.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. Imperialism got a little bump from the cliff's edge at the start. Read the footnotes, comes away in good order, and there's Lionheart flashing his early speed today. Minister Eric is up close to the pace. Limehose down toward the inside has been, and Lionheart throws down the gauntlet and opens up by 3. Testing fractions for him, 5 furlongs to go. Smarty Jones is a stalking second as they approach the far turn.
Who's Smarty Jones?
As Lionheart turns for home, and undefeated Smarty Jones comes wide off the turn.
That's not the horse. Well, they named him after Mr. Pants, Smarty Pants.
And these two hook up at the top of the stretch. Lionheart is all heart. Smarty Jones is all out. And those two deadlocked at the 8th pole. And Smarty Jones.
Or Alan Jones? I mean, where'd that come from? Smarty Jones?
Smarty Jones is roused to the lead by journeyman jockey Stuart Elliott. And they have taken the lead away from Lionheart. Farther back, it's Limehouse and Imperialism. And here is the first undefeated winner of the Kentucky Derby since Seattle Slew in 19...
Put everything you got, all your money, every last dime, your house, your mortgage, your fancy suits, your sunglasses, your good-looking silk $50 ties on the winner of the Kentucky Derby, Borrego. That's what I'm doing.
Smarty Jones, 7 for 7. The first unbeaten Derby winner, as Tom said, since Seattle Slew, and only the 5th in history.
How am I getting home? What am I going to do? Should have bet on Smarty Jones.